With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. See, now that I think about it, Avery might be suspicious because they are the only one I can really think of where we kind of had a choice on trusting them or not, right? I mean, I think maybe there are other opportunities that I'm not thinking about, like, but I feel like it was very much a choice in episode 2. Do we want to tell Avery everything that happened, or do we not want to do that? And then, yeah, today they kind of, they were walking up the road. It seemed like they were checking in on us. Maybe it seems nice, but maybe they actually have ulterior motives. Maybe their whole blasé attitude to all this bad stuff happening. Maybe, if I'm going to suspect Stella for a similar reason, then, it kind of stands to reason. Cat is getting ready to pounce. See, I don't think it's Tabitha. I don't think Tabitha is going to betray. Like, I mean, she I don't know. I don't know how to explain why I don't think it's Tabitha. I just think Tabitha is just kind of a bad person. Like, she's my cousin, I love her, but she's #girl boss. I don't know. But yeah, I guess, early in the game I was suspecting Stella because she does always seem to be around when bad stuff happens, and she's very enthusiastic about it and, a bit callous, right? But now Avery is a bit callous too, now that I think about it. And then, like, Kanika is the only other person who's, like, been hanging around us the entire game. And I don't think Kanika is a bad person, right? I don't know. Maybe it is her, We did have the option to be like, hey, maybe it's you. Sybil closes the door to the tea room, and the bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. Talk to Miles. Let's check in on Kanika. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You make your way upstairs. Knock. You knock on Kanika's door. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just gonna lie down for a while. I'm not your mom. Just because I look at it like this. Oh, Comet, what's up? Can I come in? Yeah, let me just straighten up. You hear frantic crumpling and clinking and shuffling as she tidies her room. Okay, come on in. Kanika's room is the sort of place that's stuck between the past and present. Faded stickers from her childhood line her bookshelf, and boxes of packed belongings sit in the corners of the room. Keen eye, the terrarium on her desk, catches your eye. To anyone else, it might seem empty, but you easily spot the creature lurking within. I don't usually have people over, so don't judge me too harshly for the state of this place. Ooh, tip dialogue options marked romance will start a romantic arc with the character you're talking to and will lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters. Interesting. So there's no cheating, which is nice to know. But it's also kind of nice to know that, like, even though I've flirted with her up to this point, I'm not, like, locked into anything. Talk to animals and keen eye approach the terrarium. Yeah, just give me a second here, Kanika. You approach the terrarium. A stick bug observes you from the other side of the glass. Yo! Kanika, you have a stick bug? That's so neat. Stick bug? No, only stick. No bugs or creatures in here. Ah, that's Rick the stick. He keeps me company when I'm at my desk. You should see him when he loosens up and starts clambering around. He's a lot of fun. For a bug. I know that's not everyone's thing. No, that is not true. Only normal sticks here. Do not stare at me with your large, threatening predator eyes. Rick stiffens, blending in even harder with his surroundings. I love it. Packing for something? You motion to the stack of cardboard boxes. That's all my stuff from college. I never really unpacked. It seemed like a waste to unload everything. It's not like I'll be staying here long term, so I just have to pack it up again eventually. I guess I did move back in over a year ago, so these boxes have just been sitting here unopened for a long time. But any day now, I'll load them back into the van and get out of town. Any day now. I think I'm gonna go for it, you know? Let's just go for it. About us. I kind of worry that she might reject us, you know? Because we kind of had something nice going, and then, like, I lied to her about inviting Tabitha over, and yeah. About us. Yeah. I know we've only known each other for a couple of days, but I really care about you. I guess I just wanted to let you know. Nika's eyes dart away as her cheeks flush. Do you really mean it? We just met. I mean it. I hope you feel something similar? She composes herself, flipping her hair confidently. Of course I do. And I can't believe I was able to win you over so fast. Guess you were too weak to resist these feminine wiles. And now it's too late. You've fallen for me, and I can reveal the dork I truly am inside. Ooh. Gaze upon my enemy figures in despair. Sorry, was that too confident? I'm just like super nervous because I like you back. And I hope I don't mess this up because I want to get to know you better before you leave town. Hold her! Whoa! Whoa. Hold her! You reach forward and hold her in your arms. Her body is soft against yours, and you can feel her heart beating quickly in her chest. She runs her hands across your back and smiles, her eyes filled with a warm joy you haven't seen before in your short stay. And she smells incredible. Her sleek braids exude a perfume of warm coconut, and an aroma of flowery cucumber wafts from her skin, the scents melding to create a sweet tropical bouquet. After a long moment, you pull away, your hands slowly letting go of each other as the two of you stare into each other's eyes. Whoa! Screw hanging out in my room for the rest of the day. Wherever you're headed, I want to come with you. Gotta maximize the amount of time we spend together before you go back to Coolsville, right? Even if we make other plans for later on, I want to be with you right now. But where would we go? I can still feel that door in the clinic pulling at me. I think that's where we need to go next. I was hoping to see Reese sometime today. I want to ask if he knows anything about Stella and, you know, make sure he's okay after what happened at the diner. I just worry because you're sick and I look sick, so, you know, let's do it. Like, what if Reese just really does have a compromised immune system and a cold is gonna actually hurt him a lot, you know? Anyway, the two of you make your way back into the hallway hand in hand. This is a creepy... Oh, it's just Sybil and Miles. It's just a creepy silhouette, but it's just them. Before you make it to the stairs, a light turns on, startling both of you. Busted. I thought you were going to get some rest, Kanika. You really should get back to bed. Or this cold of yours will only get worse. But I still have a lot of energy. I don't feel like sitting around. I don't think I need to. Of course you do. I know you best. And you just haven't been yourself these past few days. All this running around has been a detriment to your health. Miles and I want to see you healthy. You hold this family together. You shouldn't get between a mother and her daughter. Sybil knows what's best here, and Kanika is more than capable of speaking for herself. Okay. Kenai, why are you making her confront her mother? You barely know Kanika, and yet you're trying to drive a wedge between her and her family. Am I? Did I do that? Remain silent. Kanika sighs. I'm sorry, Mom. I know I've been neglecting the general store, and I let Miles run off the other day. That was so irresponsible of me. That's alright, Kanika. He could have gotten hurt, but he didn't. And it seems like you learned a valuable lesson from the experience. Now let's get you to bed. You just need another day to recover, then you can get back to all this town mystery business. Comet, you'll be fine without her until tomorrow. My mom is right, Comet. You go on without me. See you later, okay? Before you can utter another word, Kanika returns to her room. Sybil, eyes carefully watch you as you leave and make your way back to Main Street alone. Okay. You make your way up the familiar hill past the rows of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. Yep, there's a little guy there. There's a raccoon there. A little guy there. A little guy there. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your rib cage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you toward whatever emits this compulsive frequency. Ask a woodland creature how they'd get into the house. Yes! You quickly glance around, eyes trained on the underbrush. A flash of striped tail grabs your eye immediately. Can I help you, Buster? Hey there, if you were trying to break into that house at the top of the hill, how would you do it? What? Just because I got little hands and go through people's trash, I'm supposed to know how to break into places? There's a hill that'll take you right up to that big flat roof thing. Sometimes the humans leave windows open up there and I go inside. Don't tell them, okay? I like to sleep in their big piles of cloth. It's one of my few joys in life. He leaves you as you turn back to look at the clinic. A dull throb sets into your knees. There's no way you're doing that. Aw, man. You have your way in. Do I? I mean, I just really worry that she's gonna get the wrong idea. You've aged at least a decade since last night. You should see if Dr. Kelly can give you a checkup. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this. That's gotta be a medical anomaly, right? Maybe you can see if Dr. Kelly can give you a checkout while you figure out a way to explore the rest of the clinic. You open the door to the clinic. It creaks loudly on its hinges. The interior feels surprisingly modern compared to its exterior, though you can still glimpse the ornate bones of the building peeking through in the decorative molding and overly complicated banister lining the stairway. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. But before it can drag you too far into the clinic, Dr. Kelly puts aside her paperwork and makes her way down the hall. Hello, can I help you? What the hell happened to you? You look like you're middle-aged. You didn't look middle-aged last night. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I think I need to see a doctor. Sure looks like you do. It's good you came. The exam room is just to your right. The doctor directs you down a hallway, and you follow her into the clinic's exam room. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know, she looks good in the lab coat. I have a girlfriend now. Stay on task. Respect women. I'm just gonna start with some general diagnostics, but I'd also like to do some blood work today, if you're amenable to that. I went into the cellar that makes you old! Please help me! She presses the cold metal of her stethoscope to your chest. Have you heard from Stella? No one knows where she is. Dr. Kelly briefly removes the stethoscope from your chest. Stella's missing. This is the first I'm hearing about it. I haven't seen her. I'll make sure to check with Reese. I know he hears from her pretty frequently. But let's finish this up first. She places the stethoscope back on your chest. Give it to me straight, Doc. How much longer do I have left? Shh. No doctor can know something like that for sure. I'll know more when I get the blood work back, but I really won't be able to give you any solid numbers. Wish I'd been able to do any diagnostics before whatever happened, so I would have something to compare this to. Is the heart murmur new? No doctor has ever said you had a heart murmur. Before you can answer, she attaches a blood pressure cuff to your arm, inflating it with a quick few pumps of the bulb. The end of your fingers tingle numbly as the cuff constricts. I have a heart murmur? Is that bad? I suppose you could have developed it at any point since your last checkup, but it is something that sometimes happens with age. Though developing one overnight, along with new wrinkles and grey hair, is not something that happens. The pressure on your arm finally releases. Blood rushes back into your fingertips. Your blood pressure is definitely higher than I would expect for someone of your age. It's not in what I would call a safe range, but it can be managed. Can she give us drugs? You know, maybe she could give us drugs to help us through the rest of the week at least, you know? Let me know if you feel any pain. The doctor leans over you, using her forefingers to prod your abdomen. She steadies you with a gentle hand on your shoulder. I really appreciate you looking out for me, Doc. No problem, just doing my job. I'd feel negligent if I saw someone go through what you've gone through and didn't step in, even if there's not much I can do to help. I'd like to check out your lungs. Can you breathe into this for me? Maybe make sure you keep a tight seal on it. You place the mouthpiece against your lips. Now blow out hard and keep going until you're out of air, okay? You do your best. You can tell it's a pitiful attempt. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'd expect given everything else. Again, I don't have data from before, but judging by your age and what I'm able to tell from a quick once-over, it's looking like you're the equivalent of 15, 20 years older. And not a good 15 or 20 years. But let's see what your blood work has to say about that. She goes to a drawer and retrieves a needle. You're finally gonna poison me like you poison your son? You're gonna feed my blood to your vampire son? Yeah, you're gonna feed my blood to your vampire son. My what? No, I'm a doctor, not... I don't even know what you're accusing me of being. And sure, Reese spends all his time in a dark basement and he has pale skin and sharper than average teeth, but he is not a vampire. Because vampires aren't real. Now do you want your blood work done or no? Yes, ma'am. You'll barely feel it, I promise. She inserts the needle. She was wrong, you definitely feel it. But it doesn't last long. The needle slides back out quickly, and she puts a cotton ball on the tiny hole in your skin, pasting a band-aid over the top to seal in your vital juices. There, see? That's all we had to do. Not bad at all. Alright, that's all we can do for now. I'll make sure to notify you when I get the results, and I'll send them to your GP. You do have a regular doctor back home, right? I don't trust doctors. No. Oh, well, you'll want to get one of those soon. Considering what's happened to you, you should be getting regular checkups from here on out if you don't want some preventable illness sneaking up on you. You're free to go. You know how to find the door.